Gaffer, just how tough to take is that result tonight?
Tough. I thought referee has played a massive part in the result, which is tough to take. I know it's swings and roundabouts, and we'll get our look at some point and stuff like that. It's just hard to take because I thought first half we were much better than them. I felt like we were too good in everything we were doing. Our pressing from midfield I thought was really good. Pinched so many balls first half and created chance, and the goal come from that. And second half was just about going and matching them for 15 minutes and just make sure that we took any sting out of the game, but we started to get on top like we did in the first half, and obviously we were on the way to doing that until the sending off, which was always disappointing.
What did the referee say he sent sing off for?
Kicking the ball away. Obviously, look, we're 1-0 up, but he's running behind. It's a great run from him as well. He's come over his shoulder and he's let one fly, and we're trying to use common sense. We're not wasting time. The game's barely 5 minutes into the second half. It's a good chance. I'm encouraging him to do that, to get in behind and get shots off, and he's done that. I think if the shot goes in, he probably doesn't send him off. It's the fact it goes over the bar, probably looks a little bit worse than it was. They're bent. No one's really appealed for it to say, oh, he's on a yellow. Nothing's happened. The refs chose to do that, but for me, just he reffed the game like it was more so about him than two teams that are playing football today.
But when Singh got sent off, what do you reckon just actually changed? Obviously the man advantage helps, but there was the momentum just instantly shifted.
Yeah, it did. I think sometimes, look, with 10 men it's always difficult. Sometimes you can, Blythe moved the ball well, and we know that, so they're probably not a team you want to go down to 10 men against, because they do move it well. They do try and play, and we knew it was going to be hard for us to maybe jump out and go and press like we did, which meant they'll start dominating, and we started to retreat a little bit. But in saying that, the goals we conceded were very poor.
Yeah, I was going to say, how disappointed are you in the way the goals were conceded?
Yeah, the goals were poor. I've just said to them in there, look, they've worked hard, and sometimes you can't, that's what I ask for all the time, and they've done that. And I said, I don't think today's about me bawling and shouting. It's more so just disappointed with the goals. Midfield runner hasn't been tracked. They've scored to get themselves back in it, and two sort of turn and shots from the centre forward, which I think it's gone through a few bodies. The first one and the second one at the end is again poor defending, but the build up to it, us giving the ball away, was poor. But I think it just swung then. I think, and I've said to them I says my biggest problem was it was like half the team believed and the other half thought, it's going to be a tough afternoon. For 40 minutes it's going to be really hard, and I think whilst worrying about that, we weren't doing what we do best and work hard, because there's been numerous times this season we've outworked someone, a team that much. It's felt like we've had an extra man, and we can go and do that, but I just felt, like I say, there was a few more negative mindsets out there, which didn't help. But there was some really positive performances as well.
Obviously, we've spoke a lot over the last few weeks of playing Saturday, Tuesday. We've now come to the end of playing Saturday, Tuesday of the league. After a result like this today, would you rather bounce back again on Tuesday in the league? Obviously, we play Lichfield on Wednesday and then go again on Saturday, or are you happy there's a break coming in there?
You know what? Look, it is what it is. I haven't thought that much past today's game. I felt we had everything to go and beat them. It was all about us today, and for 45 minutes it was really good. Look, a man down, it's not an excuse. We've lost the game of football because Blythe were better than us second half, and scored more goals than us. If we didn't have a man sent off, would the score have been 3-1? Very unlikely. I think we'd have won the game, but fair play to them, because sometimes it is difficult to break 10 men down. I just felt, I think going from being a high pressing team to then going down to 10 men to having to defend, I think the mentality and the transition from doing one to the other is difficult when you've been continuously jumping out to go and press. And we did that a few times, got picked off. So I think if we were winning 1-0 and defending, like we have gone away, and whether it was a Boston or a Brackley, teams like that where we've defended, I think the mentality is let's defend. I just think there was, like I say, too many thinking let's go forward and to try and get that goal, and some wanting to sit a little bit deeper, so distances become really big. But now look, whether we play a league game on Tuesday or not, I think the boys have worked really hard. It was the opportunity to go 5 unbeaten, which I felt we could have achieved today. It was a great chance for us. But we have to go again, and I've just said to them that Wednesdays, we're going to compete on Wednesday in the cup. Again, it's going to be cold night. Mentality needs to be right, and then we move on to Scarborough week Saturday.
You mentioned that there were some positives to take from today. Is one of them the fact that Danny and Greeny are back in the team?
Yeah, Danny, Greeny, Aidan was fit to come on today as well. I thought Sam McClintock was fantastic. Not probably used him in that role that he went into second half, but looked very good, looked energetic, moved the ball quick, competes. So that's something which we can sit down and look at, possibly putting him in there in that more central sort of sitting role. I thought, Luke again. I just thought that the boys done well. They're done well, and it's not for me. It's not one where I'm going to get up tomorrow and be, still raging and watching the game back. And I'll watch the game back in the morning and tomorrow morning and just have a look at a few things where we can improve on. I'm just disappointed with just the goals, just in the way they happened. And we always talk about tracking midfield runners, and we haven't. And to be 1-0 up and to be down to 10 men, you've got to track runners, you've got to run hard, and I just questioned a few mentally, but I did say to them, look, I'm not going to bawl and shout. There's not much I can say. The referee's made a decision. It's gone massively against us and give them 3 points effectively.